Now, which of the following statements are so related that they both cannot be false, although they may both be true? They cannot be false but can be true, right? So, some they cannot be false, right? So, E and O, I and O. That is, that some animals are birds and some animals are not birds. So B and D. Okay. Now, according to Nyaya, which of the following argument involves the fallacy of Viruddh? Sound is eternal because it is produced. That's the fallacy of Viruddh, or I don't know, contradictory. Sound is eternal because it is produced. Just because it is produced, it doesn't have to be eternal. Many things can be non-eternal even when they are produced. So I think lack of sufficient evidence. Okay, so now consider the following MS Excel spreadsheet. Day: Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And weather: sunny, windy, raining, sunny, sunny. Temperature: high in sunny, windy, also high temperature, raining, medium temperature, sunny, low temperature on Thursday, and Friday sunny but medium temperature. Now, play tennis and go running in D and E. Now suppose if B2 raining, B2 raining, if C2 equals high, no, yes, no is entered into E2, that is this. Then the cell is copied and pasted to E3 colon E6. On what days does column E report yes? Yes in column E, how or on what days? So let's see. Thursday and Friday only. On Thursday and Friday there will be yes, and rest would be no, no, and no. Why so? So the if function in Excel. If function is a logical function in Microsoft Excel, right? That allows you to perform a logical test and return one value for true and result and another value for false result. If the syntax of if function: if logical test, value if true, value if false. The logical test argument is the condition that you want to test. It can be a comparison such as equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, etc. Value if true argument is the value that Excel returns if the logical test is true. Value if false argument is the value that Excel returns if the logical test is false. So the formula given below is pasted in cell E2 2, that is here. So what happens? If B2 reigning, if C2 high, no, yes, no. This formula entered in cell E2 means that if the value of cell B2 is not reigning, and if the value of cell C2 is not high, then display yes, otherwise display no. So if cell B2 is not reigning and if value cell C2 is not high, then display yes, otherwise display no. So reigning and high, reigning over here, reigning nowhere else. So and high is in two places, that is here and here. Those are the two places that have high. Okay, and yes happens in two places, that is Thursday and Friday. If B2 reigning, if C2 high, no, yes, no. This formula entered in cell E2 means that if the value of cell B2 is not reigning and if the value of C2 is not high, then display yes, otherwise display no. So here, what you see over here, after pasting the formula in range E3 to 6, this is what happens. Hence Thursday and Friday only in column E report yes. Now the website hosts videos that users can stream. The company uploads new videos to the website. The videos are compressed before they are uploaded to the website. Less storage space on the web server is required. Data is encrypted is not relevant to video compression. Encryption is a security measure that protects data from unauthorized access. Duration of each video will be reduced is not correct. More bandwidth is required when viewing the videos is also not correct. Compression reduces the size of the video file, which means it requires less bandwidth to stream. Now, IBM, the correct chronological order of the following computers based their release date from the earliest to the most recent. So IBM 701 and IBM 650, they were the earliest. So A, the answer should begin with A, and only this option has A beginning. This option begins with A, so this is the correct option. So first was IBM 701, the second was IBM 1620, the second generation. This is second generation. And the Altair 8800 is the third, and then is the Apple Macintosh, and then comes the Apple iMac. So IBM 701, IBM 1620, Altair 8800, Apple Macintosh, and Apple iMac is the last. First generation general purpose computer produced by IBM in 1952. IBM, so the first computer to use magnetic tape for data storage was IBM 701. Magnetic tape for data storage. IBM 1620 now. It was the first commercially successful scientific computer introduced by IBM in 1959. It was designed for scientific engineering calculations and used a magnetic drum memory. Magnetic drum memory in IBM 1620. Magnetic drum. To store data. It was also the first computer to be equipped with a keyboard and a screen. Okay, so IBM 1620 had keyboard and screen. It was produced by IBM in 1959. The IBM 701 was produced in the year 1952. This was introduced in the year 1959. Altair 8800 was one of the first personal computers produced by MITS in 1975. It was a kit computer that could be assembled by the user and used the Intel 8080 microprocessor. The Intel 8080 microprocessor, I think Sheldon mentioned it. And it had no keyboard or screen and required a separate teletype machine to enter and output data. It was introduced in the year 1975. Now, Apple Macintosh, first commercially successful personal computer to feature a graphical user interface and a mouse. So it used graphical interface, user interface for the first time, GUI. Was used for the first time in Apple Macintosh. It was introduced by Apple in 1984 and had a built-in screen and keyboard. So this had a built-in screen and keyboard. It was designed for home and office use and was the first computer to use the desktop building software. Apple iMac now. It was introduced by Apple in 1998 and was the first personal computer to use a translucent plastic case. It was designed for the home and office use and had a built-in screen and keyboard. It was also the first computer to feature a USB port as standard. So USB port was seen in Apple iMac for the first time. This was introduced in the year 1998. Now, statement 1, an intranet is a private network accessible only to organizations' staff. Correct? The internet is one supercomputer. Internet is not a supercomputer. Now, Anita is buying a new computer that has an LED display, light emitting diodes. Right? Which of the following statements is true about the LED displays? True statements. So, let's see. It is a flat panel display. It creates images using red, green, and blue diodes. It is not very energy efficient and gives off heat. Not correct. It can be used in mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets. Correct. It is a front lit keyboard. It is a front lit display. So let's see. A, B, and D. These are the only options that are correct. A, B, and D. C is not correct, and also E is not correct. It is not a front lit display. That's incorrect about the LED display. So it is a flat panel display. That's correct about the LED displays. It creates images using the red, green, and blue diodes. That's correct. And it can be used in mobile devices, smartphones, tablets. Correct. Okay. Now, flat panel display that uses light emitting diodes to create images or text, commonly used for outdoor advertising, stadium displays, large information signs. Two main types of LED displays: surface mounted display SMD displays and through-hole displays. SMD displays use tiny LED chips that are mounted directly onto a circuit board, while through-hole displays use larger LEDs than are inserted through holes in the circuit board. Through-hole displays use larger LEDs that are inserted through holes in the circuit board. Larger LEDs. Now, statement C, LED displays are very energy efficient. E, LED displays are backlit, not frontlit. And LED display is a type of flat panel display which is thinner and lighter than the traditional CRT monitors. Now, photoelectrochemical decomposition of water is done to produce hydrogen. Photoelectrochemical decomposition to produce hydrogen. Photoelectrochemical decomposition of water is a process used to produce hydrogen gas from water by using solar energy. This process involves the use of semiconductors that are capable of absorbing light energy and using it to split water into hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen produced from this process can be used as a clean fuel source, making it an important process in the field of renewable energy. This method has the potential to produce hydrogen gas without relying on non-renewable energy sources and can contribute to more sustainable future. Now, assertion carbon monoxide has direct greenhouse effect. That is not correct. Carbon monoxide does not have direct greenhouse effect. And the reason, carbon monoxide is in atmosphere can form carbon dioxide and can also affect concentration of methane, that is CH4. So that's true, that is correct. Carbon monoxide in atmosphere can form carbon dioxide and can also affect the concentration of methane, that is CH4. Carbon monoxide does not have a direct effect on the greenhouse effect because it does not absorb long wave radiation. So it does not have direct effect on greenhouse. Now, greenhouse gases are those gases that absorb and emit radiation within the thermal infrared range, which causes the greenhouse effect leading to global warming. Carbon monoxide is not a greenhouse gas because it does not absorb radiation in the thermal infrared range. However, carbon monoxide can indirectly contribute to climate change. Whenever carbon monoxide is emitted into the atmosphere, it reacts with other gases to form carbon dioxide, that is CO2, which is a potent greenhouse gas. Now, reason. Carbon monoxide in the atmosphere can form carbon dioxide and can also affect the concentration of methane, that is CH4. Now, carbon monoxide reacts with hydroxyl radicals in the atmosphere to form carbon dioxide. Additionally, it also contributes to the formation of tropospheric ozone. The carbon monoxide contributes to the formation of tropospheric ozone in the troposphere. Carbon monoxide contributes to that, which in turn affects the concentration of methane. And this phenomena affects the methane, that is CH4, to be concentration of methane. However, while the reason explains the relationship between carbon monoxide and other greenhouse gases, it does not directly explain why carbon monoxide has a direct greenhouse effect. Now, which of the following chemicals replaced chlorofluorocarbons, that is CFCs, after their phase out due to Montreal Protocol? Which of the following chemicals replaced CFCs? CFCs were replaced after Montreal Protocol. So Montreal Protocol was framed for ozone. They were hydrochlorofluorocarbons. This chemical, hydrochlorofluorocarbon HCFCs, they the CFCs were replaced by the hydrochlorofluorocarbons after the Montreal Protocol. Chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, are a group of synthetic organic compounds that were widely used in refrigerants, solvents, and propellants in aerosol cans. They were also found to be responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer and were phased out under the Montreal Protocol of 1987. To replace CFCs, a number of alternative chemicals were developed. One of the most common replacements for CFCs was hydrochlorofluorocarbons. Hydrochlorofluorocarbons have lower ozone depletion potential. They have lower ozone depletion, lower ozone. The lower ozone gets depleted due to the HCFCs, that is hydrochlorofluorocarbons, than the CFCs, but they still contribute to global warming and are being phased out under the Montreal Protocol. So HCFCs and CFCs, they're both being phased out under the Montreal Protocol. Now, another replacement of CFCs is perfluorocarbons, PFCs, which are greenhouse gases but no ozone depletion potential. But so PFCs do not contribute to ozone depletion. But they are another replacement of CFCs. Now, they are mainly used in semiconductor industry for etching and cleaning processes. The PFCs, that is perfluorocarbons, are used in cleaning processes and industries for etching. Now, Millennium Development Goals, MDGs, were established during Millennium Summit of United Nations in the year 2000. That's correct. MDGs, Millennium Development Goals 2000, and Sustainable Development Goals were adopted in the year 2015. That is also correct. Sustainable Development Goals in 2015. MDGs were a set of 8 global development targets aimed to reducing poverty and improving the lives of people around the world. The goals included eradicating extreme poverty and hunger, achieving universal primary education, promoting gender equality, reducing child mortality, improving maternal health, combating HIV/AIDS, malaria, and other diseases, ensuring environmental sustainability, and developing global partnerships for development. Now, SDGs by the United Nations General Assembly in September 2015, 17 goals aimed at ending poverty, protecting the planet, ensuring that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. SDGs build upon the MDGs, but they are more comprehensive and integrate economic, social, and environmental dimensions. Now, which sector contributes maximum to India's total electricity production? That's thermal power plants. Thermal power sector contributes the maximum to India's total electricity production. Thermal power plants use coal, natural gas, and oil as fuel to generate electricity. According to the Central Electricity Authority (CEA), as of January 2022, the installed capacity of thermal power plants in India is 234,396 megawatt, which accounts for approximately 62% of the total installed capacity of all power generation sources in India. 62%. Now, nuclear power accounts only for 2.8% of India's total installed capacity as of January 2022. Renewable energy sources such as wind, solar, and hydroelectric power contribute a significant portion to India's total electricity production. However, their combined share is less than that of thermal power. And hydroelectric power accounts for approximately 13% of India's total installed capacity as of January 2022. Now, NCERT is the main governing body at the tertiary level of education in India. That's not correct. And tertiary education includes both higher education and vocational education and training in India. That is correct. NCERT is an apex organization of education in India, responsible for school education in India. The regulatory body for tertiary education in India is the University Grants Commission, UGC. Higher education programs are designed to provide advanced knowledge and skills in specific academic fields like VET programs. Now, what is the full form of STRIDE? So, STRIDE stands for Scheme for Transdisciplinary Research for India's Developing Economy. Scheme for Transdisciplinary Research for India's Developing Economy. This is a flagship program by UGC of India that aims to promote research in social sciences and humanities and address various challenges by the country's economy and society through transdisciplinary research. This refers to the transcends disciplinary boundaries. And India's developing economy. Another important focus of STRIDE program is on addressing the challenges faced by India's developing economy. This includes a range of issues such as poverty, inequality, environmental degradation, and social exclusion. By promoting research in social sciences and humanities, the program aims to generate new knowledge and evidence that can inform policy decisions and interventions to address these challenges. Promoting research in social sciences and humanities. STRIDE program is specifically designed to promote research in social sciences and humanities, encompass a wide range of disciplines such as sociology, economics, political science, history, philosophy, anthropology, psychology, and geography. By supporting research in these areas, the program aims to generate new insights and perspectives on social, economic, cultural, and political dimensions in India's development challenges. Supporting high-quality research projects. STRIDE program aims to support high-quality research projects that are innovative, rigorous, and relevant to India's development needs. Providing funds for research projects across various stages of the research cycle, including conceptualization, data collection, analysis, and dissemination. Overall, the STRIDE program is an important initiative aimed at promoting transdisciplinary research in social sciences and humanities by supporting high-quality research projects, capacity-building activities.